stranger. You and I have history, don't you remember? Sure, she's got it all. But baby, is that really what you want? Let's talk, so you got your head in the clouds. You made a fool out of you, and boy, you're bringing you down. You ain't no hard nail, but you're cold as a boy. Now rumor has it she ain't got your love anymore. Rumor has it. 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 She is half your age, but I'm guessing that's the reason that you. Hey, welcome back, everybody. Joining me right now is SDOT himself. What's up, boo?
Hey,
How are you?
I am. I'm mad. I'm coming down from this head cold, cause I got the flu shot last week, and I'm one of those people that I want to be protected by any means. However, not knowing that the flu shot, people can get sick from the flu shot or as one of the symptoms. So I'm just coming down from this little head cold, but it's draining right now, so it's just my nose.
Child, I hear you. You sure you're not sick because episodes haven't dropped yet?
Who? I've been sick, tired, delayed, and through. Okay.
Because, honey,
And
we ready.
and this is my thing. Like, I'm not gonna get on here and go against the grain and go against the brand and all that, because at the end of the day, I'm gonna be humble and I'm gonna be true to it, because I'm grateful for the platform and all that it has done for me at the end of the day. But it's just a common courtesy. You see what I'm saying? And that's all it is. I get it. You know, um, there's not a full team as far as production is concerned. I get it, but at the same time, just at least do a PSA or just post something to be like, be patient with us. Da da da. Give the people something to be like, okay, you know, and not just sit around and not, you know what I'm saying? Because people was inboxing me and DMing me, and I didn't know what to say. And I got frustrated to the point where I just reached out and was like, look, what the fuck going on? What's going on? You know? So I had to get out of character because I was frustrated.
I
But
just feel like you gotta let the people know what the fuck's going on. Like, okay, if you're stalled, if if there's a problem, like it's just like customers. Like, you can't not open your store one day that people are used to coming to shop at. You have to let the people know that, oh, we have a shortage of groceries. You have to let them know something. And it's
put
the
it
same
on the
thing
door.
with television.
Right, and I get it. And then too, and to be fair, I get it. They have a life. You know what I'm saying? They dealing with stuff. Blase ski XYZ. I get it, but just say something. You know what I'm saying? Because that's how you notice it's a difference between last season and this season. You see what I'm saying? Last season, the only hiccups we had was coming out bi-weekly. That was it. This season, oh, it's a whole lot of shit wrong. However, I have an opinion about it, but I can't change it because it's not under my control. So, but
Again, you gotta let people know what's going on, because it's not just the show. It's not just job. It's like every cast member, y'all have put something into this, and I think it's a wrong. It's wrong as fuck to keep us from the hard work that you put into shooting scenes, and that's a lot. That's not easy to do what y'all are doing. Standing up for God knows how long, showing up to these scenes and getting into unnecessary drama and fights only for the episodes not to come out and for the people to be able to follow. Because now we're in the minutia of more 3 other web series situations just came out, and more are to come.
And that's what and on my end, that's what I was afraid of, because I'm just like, I didn't want to not even be in competition as far as with people's attention span, but it's just like I wanted our time frame to be our time frame and not share with anybody else. That way, when it came time for these new shows, okay, everybody has their moment. But now it's like people got to compete and go back and rewind and fast forward and it's just like it's confusing. But again, like I said, I get it because it's not a whole team, so I understand. It's just let us know something, you know. Now, um, I think yesterday stuff was posted and dropped. I didn't look at everything, but I guess clips and stuff was dropped. I got to go back and look at it. But yeah, so I'm assuming some episodes are coming soon, like this weekend or something. I don't know. But you know, it's just the principle. But however, I'm gonna say this again because I don't want it to be taken out of context. I'm appreciative for the brand and what it's done. I'm not going against it. I'm just saying when there's stuff like this happening, just say something or let us know what to do or say so that we won't be looking dumb. You know.
I just think too, as John, know he doesn't like to show himself a lot at all, if anything. But I get like people would again, it's like nurturing your customer base, your client base, like your viewers, like letting them know, like, hey, this is a problem. Like people might still not like it, but they'll be more accepting because they're like, okay, at least a conversation was had or a statement was put out. But
Like when he went live for the very first time during that whole delicious thing, like people enjoyed that and people appreciated that because he came to the forefront. He showed his face, da da da. And I felt like he should do that more often because let the people know who you is. Let like represent. You know what I'm saying? Like people love that and they enjoy that and they want to see that. They want to see this person mysteriously who we talk about or da 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 or production. You know what I'm saying? So I
right.
felt like that was good for him. However, how he move is how he move. You know, I'm just
Speaking
saying
of
what comes
coming out
down
on
to me.
stuff, I'm sorry. Speaking of coming out on stuff, I was trying to find. Remember when right before G Status aired, we all did that podcast
Which one?
behind the veil.
Oh, child, it was so long ago. I don't even
That
remember.
was the very first like thing that we all did together. It was like me and we did it. We interviewed all of you guys
Really?
on someone's platform. It was like the very first thing we all did. I can't find it anywhere.
I can't. I don't even remember.
It was called Behind the Veil podcast, and I was looking for it
Oh
recently.
yeah, 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 yeah. Okay, on Zoom,
Yes,
right? I don't know where it's at. I don't even the person who's over there. Like I don't even hear from her. I don't see her on Instagram, nothing. So I don't know.
I just hope if I'm going to be on something, I need to see the playback, honey. Okay,
Run me my meat. Give me my credits.
you
Okay.
know what I'm saying. Um,
Listen.
so let me ask you this question:
Go ahead.
what's been going on with you? We've seen you've been doing other things outside of G Status. So what's the tea? What's going on? A Star is
Yeah.
Born, or what's going on?
Okay. Listen. One thing about it. One thing that Auntie said to me, and I took note of it. She said, "Yes, y'all are on these platforms. Y'all doing these reality shows, but other than that, what you got to show for? Like, what are you doing? Like, what do you got to show for? Like, what?" So I took note of that and I listened and I paid attention because it's like, you're right. I can't say I'm an actor, dancer, model, and ain't got nothing to show for it. I can't say that I'm a brand, but ain't got nothing to show. So I took note of that and I got my ass to work. So I've been reaching out, networking, doing this, doing that. I recently came back from Houston. I hosted a banging ass birthday party. Um, I'm supposed to be going to Vegas the day after the reunion. So it's like I've been like busting my ass, like completely. Um, I have a project coming out that's going to film in New York. What else? HD is doing really good. Um, Dream House Television, they just got a studio, so that's about to open up, and we about to rebrand and redo everything. So I'm proud with that. Um, I'm going to be in a fashion show. I want to say February or March coming up. So yes, child, I got some things in the works. And I got a big announcement, but I don't want to make it yet because you know what I'm saying. Like everybody ain't really good with your news. You know what I'm saying. You think people is happy for you, but they really not. So it's like I'm probably just gonna keep it to myself. But I wanted to make it at the reunion. However, I just don't think that that's appropriate.
Well, you can make it here on YB Entertainment TV exclusive T, bitch.
Well, listen, let's just say that when it comes down to the modeling side, my hard work has paid off, and I will definitely be represented commercial, TV, print, runway.
That's what the fuck I'm talking about, bitch. That's
Okay,
what
which
I'm talking
I
about.
been gym for nothing, baby. This body ain't been trying to get right for nothing.
Let me say this real quick before we move any further in this discussion. Now that the stars are aligning, this is what I'm going to need from you.
Okay.
Anything that comes your way, whatever it may be, you block it the fuck out. You delete that motherfucking shit out of your life. You walk through it like it doesn't phase you, and you don't. And most importantly, you don't respond to it because your blessings are coming. Remember what I always told you? You just gotta stay the course, and you gotta
Right.
let things go because you see how the stars are aligning for you, baby. When that negativity tries to jump in, that means you're doing something good. That means you're doing something positive because the devil always likes to come in and try to fuck up a good time.
It never fails, and you know, and I thank you. I appreciate you for that because Auntie told me the same thing. I just had to talk with her, and for me, it's easier said than done. And one thing, and another thing she said to me, she said, part of the reason why you going through what you're going through on the negative side is because it ain't fully left your body. It ain't completely left your life. And once you realize that and own that, then you can move forward. But until then, you're gonna always endure these situations. And she's right. And I had to be like, damn, Sherrod, well, part of me loves this shit. Part of me loves the drama and is with the shit because, you know, it's like it's part one, it's the entertainment, and then two, it's like sometimes I just like I just easily get influenced into the shit. However, the big picture is, you know, my career, my brand, my longevity, and I cannot have that with this a part of me. You see what I'm saying? Because I'm gonna always run into something. And that brings me to this. I don't know if you've been noticing, but like for the past couple weeks online, it's just been drama, 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 receipts, lives, interviews, da 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 da. And it's just like, why? And I fed into it. I fed into it because for one, my name just kept popping up, popping up, popping up, popping up. Now, as long as you know me, I do not start shit. I never start nothing. The only time you hear me speak up or show my face is when I'm trying to speak on something or shut some shit down. But I don't go around starting stuff and da 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 because I got other shit to do. However, you know, it's just like I'm mad that I fed into all of that because at the end of the day, it's not stopping my bag. It's not stopping my hustle. It's not affecting my roof over my head. You know what I'm saying? My MARTA pass, which I ain't got a car. So, you know, it's like none of this stuff is affecting me personally. It's only just kind of hurting my feelings a little bit because, you know, I did one point consider somebody a friend who plays a part in this drama. And it just sucks how everything just unfolded and how the way things are now because I'm not perfect. However, I right my wrongs and I try to learn from my mistakes and I just move on. But people are so caught up with this ego that they can't see that. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I think a lot of times what we have to do too is realize that there are going to be moments in our life where we come across people who we're not meant to be with them forever. They're seasonal in our life.
Right.
And there's always going to be things that happen, whether it's an argument or a disagreement or a truth that someone may not have wanted to learn about. or how to handle it. All you can do is do your best to just walk through it in the most divine, truthful way possible.
Right.
That way, when people do have something to say, it's not going to affect you.
Right.
Knowing that you're in this realm of entertainment, you obviously should know it's going to come with backlash. You're going to have a group of bitches who don't like you. You're going to probably end up doing something, as we've seen, that many people may not see it for, or even be able to understand.
Right.
But you see that through all that rain and pain, the sun will come out and shine again. And we see that with you moving on to bigger and better situations. So obviously, if you were this evil, raggedy bitch, do you really think that God would bless you with these abundance of blessings?
No, I wouldn't, and that's what I'm trying to like. People like, okay, so my alter ego is SDOT, but me, Sherrod, like it's me. So I try not to get caught up in SDOT because SDOT only comes out when he's performing or when he just needs to stun on a motherfucker. Like, look, bitch, I'm me. At the end of the day, let's be clear. Like, you're here because of me, or that. But I don't present myself like that on a daily basis because I'm humble, and what God has for me, I don't want Him to take that away. But like I said, people get caught up in these egos and they forget. And it's just like, literally, if I just went around sleeping with everybody, man, I would not be blessed. My life would be tarnished and screwed forever. You see what I'm saying? If I went around just trying to befriend people just to dog them out and play them, like that, no good will come to me. So I'm just like, where, like, come on, y'all, like, really? And it's crazy because sometimes you forget to separate yourself from the reality show, and then who you are in real life when the cameras go off. You forget because why you forget? Because the audience won't let you. The audience will remind you. Social media will remind you. Your peers, like it's hard. It's hard to snap back. And then when you snap back, it's like, damn, bitch, like, wait a minute. Wait a minute, hold up. This ain't, wait a minute. You know what I'm saying? So, like, it's a couple of times I had to check myself, like, Sherrod, like, you're home now in your bed. Like, okay, da da da, let them talk. They're just talking, da da da. Like, come back to Sherrod, not SDOT. Be Sherrod, not SDOT. You know what I'm saying? So I'll be checking myself sometimes. And when I do go back and forth with a motherfucker, that's my petty moment. But then when we're done, well, I know I'm done. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm not gonna talk bad about this person, but you had them on your show like a few weeks ago. Um, and me and him had never fallen out before. You know what I'm saying? We were kind of building a friendship or a bond. Um, and all of a sudden, like, things just happened to where it went left, and now we're at odds, and I don't understand why. Because my thing is this: if I have an issue with somebody, don't insert yourself in our issue, whether you're trying to be a good friend or not, but it don't concern you. And so when you decided to insert yourself in our situation, now it's an issue because you said if you got an issue with them, then you got an issue with me. Okay, then I guess we got an issue then. And then that's it, just all this back and forth was happening. I'm just like, what the fuck? Like, really? So, and then that went from threats to the reunion and this and this and that. And it's just like, look, first of all, ain't nobody gonna touch me. Ain't nobody gonna lay hands on me. Like, people can talk about me, but they not gonna touch me. And duly note, y'all seen me fight. Whether y'all thought I won, lost, draw, bitch, I throw hands. But all these other bitches, where's the proof? Where's the evidence? Because all y'all do is talk and threaten people with guns and tasers. Girl, y'all not the police. Anyway, but it's just like,
But remember what I said, we can't be focused and dwelling on stuff
right,
like that
that's what
because
I'm
we're
saying.
trying so
And see, I had to snap back because that shit just bothers me how people know my weakness, and that's my weakness, because I still get offended sometimes by what people say because I work my ass off And for people to just disrespect me like that or treat me a certain type of way, it's not fair to me. It's not. My thing is, if I can respect you and what you do, respect me. Period. I don't know where you went. I can't see you. Oh, there you go.
I'm here.
Yeah,
It's lotion.
my that was my thing. Like, I think it just comes down to the disrespect, and I work my ass off. And for me to be disrespected by anybody, it's not cool with me. So it takes me there, and it gets me 38 hot because you don't know my life.
Mm.
And then another thing, something happened yesterday. People screenshotting and sending videos and shit. I just said this a million times. I have a Twitter. I have an OnlyFans. Hell, you can find me on Pornhub. So why screenshot and try to send it to people in bloggers talking about some Sherrod that bitch, you can go on these websites and see me throwing it back, busting it wide open. I don't hide that. But people do that and think it's a read or thinking they revealing some shit. And one thing about it, I live my life out in the open too much for anything to be revealed.
They act as if you don't know the camera's on.
Thank you.
Like,
Bitch, I'm performing. So you're seeing this because I'm performing. And then when that nut gets bust, whatever, cut, and the bitch is back to going to get something to eat. So my thing is like, that shit bothers me. And that shit takes me there because don't disrespect me. Yeah, everybody has a choice in life on how they move and what they do. Da, da, da. Okay, I made a few wrong choices, but I also felt like I made some good choices too that helped me in the long run. But that's my business, not yours. So
I
I
think
think
what's happening here is, they never tell us how things are going to go and when you choose those careers. And I think one of those things that, like you're experiencing now, you have to walk through it in order to learn how to deal with whatever comes after that. You're going to have a large group of people that are going to love you. You're going to have a large group of people that are on the fence about you. And you're going to definitely have a large group of people that are going to hate you. All you can continue to do, though, and I get it though, but let me just be real with you completely. Fuck this show and fuck everything else. Just being a heart to heart and just being real. I've seen you float around Imani, my channel, different lives and stuff like that. You don't even have to address everything and everybody, because when you do that, the energy that's being expelled on that is only going to do exactly what it's been doing to you. It's going to run you crazy. When you walk with something, walk with purpose. That way, anything that comes from it doesn't bother you. You knew what you were doing when you got into the porn life. You knew what you were doing when you got into G status, knowing that that was going to be something that people tried to pick on you about. Because that's what they're always going to try to do. And then every time you try to soar higher and higher, as you have been doing, there's going to be more people and more situations that come up that try to block you from getting there. How you feed that, if you feed that energy, you're going to block your blessing. Just walk by it like it doesn't matter. The same attitude you have going into a porn scene, obviously you don't give a fuck.
Right, okay.
Go into that same mind frame when dealing with hateration and raggedy bitches, or when someone's talking mess, or they're around here sending shots around. Girl, been there and done that. When a bitch try to get me up and being a hoe, girl, hey, it is what it is.
Yeah.
You just got to deal with it.
That's what I can say too. Like I said, like that part, I feel like I am getting better at it with owning it and doing this and that, because it didn't bother me like it used to. Like I said, I think the thing that just really just fucks with me is just like people out of nowhere just trying to ruffle my feathers, and it's like, why? So at the end of the day, and I'm gonna say this because I know people gonna see it. When it comes to the people when it comes down to my castmates, like I said, I don't have an issue. If we never had an issue, it's not an issue. We're gonna say on green screens, but at the end of the day, if we never had an issue, it's not an issue. The ones that I do have or had an issue with, hopefully it can be addressed, and that's it. If not, then we just not cut for each other. That's cool. But I'm not about to have hate, beef, all that, because I got good shit going on and I'm a good ass person. You know what I'm saying? And that's just what it is. So yeah, you know, I'm gonna be at the reunion. I'm gonna be looking like everything. I'm not gonna give Safari Love and Hip Hop. I gave that before. That is, yeah, I got red down for that look. However, I'm excited about this look though. And then
I definitely want to ask you something, and I hate to put you on the spot like this, but one of these days, I think it'd be a wonderful if Cat's Meow is up for it. I don't know if you know that we got a podcast, right?
mhm.
Created by the Cat's Meow. It's called the Kitty Box, and basically we
Yeah,
have
I've been seeing it on Instagram.
you have. So we would love to have you as a guest one night.
Oh yes, like definitely once all this shit is over, that way I can just like reflect and just, you know, have me a glass of wine or something, just, you know, just once all this shit die down, I would love to be a guest on your show.
Yeah, just to let our hair down. We talk about a bunch of racy things and
Yeah,
experiences and things we've been through when it comes to being in the community and
relationship, because
I'm sure
I
you
gotta
have tons of stories.
yes, because I gotta talk to you about a situation with this dude. Like I don't know what it is. Okay, maybe I could probably. I know you got to go to bed, but let me just. What is it when dudes be like, they think they can handle something, but then when they get it, they want to try to change it or mold it or manifest it into what they want to be like. And then if you go against it, they don't want you no more. And it's just weird because everybody say to me, "Oh, that don't bother me. Oh, I can handle that. Oh, you model in underwear. That's cool." Da, da, da. But then when we actually together or when we chilling talking, it comes, oh well, if you with me, you're gonna have to stop doing this. Or you gonna and I'm not with that because before you said that you was cool with it, now that I'm with you or talk to you, now you're not okay. Like I'm so confused. And that's why I'm single today.
I think you got a lot of men that they become possessive and controlling and they already like that before they met you. So I always try to look at who they dated before me and try to
Mhm.
get tea because that'll kind of tell you what kind of person they are. But then again, I do understand people change with different partners. It just depends on the situation. But I think what he is the classic. You remember P Valley Child, that cracker
Okay.
didn't want Mississippi cricket letter stripping. You feel what I'm saying? But he also didn't want to take her away from what she wanted to do or what she had to do to make the coin.
Make
So
the money, right.
if you're with someone in a relationship, of course they may have issues with your other jobs. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? They may have issues with that, but they'll be okay. But let me ask you this though. Since
Yes.
I have you here and we're talking about that, do you ever see a time where you're just completely retired from that? Because I do feel like
Yeah.
and if you're trying to look for love and be in a relationship, it is going to kind of be difficult unless you're like Rico Pruitt, Tay, and
The
Fame
entanglement.
into that kind of shit, or
The
you meet
entanglement.
someone that is in that world as well. But if you're looking for like a regular relationship, I really think it's always going to be an issue for a man, a real man. You feel
Let me
me?
tell you. So I've dated somebody who was a legend, who to me
Hmm?
at the time I thought was a legend in porn. We
Do we get
talked.
an exclusive on the name? Do I know this person?
So I don't, cause they in a relationship now, and I don't want to, you know, da da da.
Okay, I hear you.
Yeah, but they was a legend, and we've dated
Like
for
older,
yeah, like
like
they
an older porn star.
let's just say go back to the older breeder raw, the older breeder raw.
Girl.
Yeah, there was one of them legends. So we dated, and at first it was good, but then it was just like, okay, it just became too possessive and too complicated because you can go and fuck and make videos, da da da, but I can't. Or if I tell you, or like you want me to check in with you, da da, but you won't check in with me, or like it was just complicated. So I said, nope, scratch that. I'm not doing that. So then I was like, well, you know, I'm gonna talk to somebody who's not in entertainment in any way, shape, or form and see how that goes. Um, Unfortunately, that didn't work out too well either because like they were boring. So it was no excitement other than the looks. Um, and then I started talking to somebody who is in the production, like, you know, but it's weird because it's like you want me on your time, but not on my time. I just can't do it. So I said maybe I just need to date somebody who play basketball or tennis or golf. I don't know. It's just weird.
I don't know why I feel like you're probably gonna get with an actor.
Why do you say that?
Because I feel like that's the road, that's the journey you're traveling down. So I feel like you're probably, because let's be honest here, when you're in any type of entertainment, it's always best matched with someone who is aligned in the world that you're in, because
Yeah.
they understand the hours, they understand the work put in, they understand you as an artist. You feel what I'm
Right.
saying? So to date someone regular like you just experienced, dude wasn't trying to let you do all of that stuff. Which again, in some ways I understand, but
Right.
you're not ready to relinquish that part of your life yet.
Okay,
So
so let me elaborate on that. So
okay,
I definitely feel like I can give it up, but I'm only going to give it up once I feel secure enough that that you got me, like that we're good, we in this together, like I don't need to do this shit no more, like because I don't want to give it up after like the first 2 weeks and then it's like bitch we didn't broke up because I still want to have some sort of independence, some sort of security for myself. I hate being dependent on folks. I hate asking people for shit. So it's like I want to make sure that I'm good financially or just secure wise before I just be like, okay, fuck it, here you go. But I can do it. It's all about compromise, patience, and time and communication. My thing is, if we talking in this 2 weeks, you can expect me to give this up in 2 weeks. Now, granted, I can limit what I do in post, but I'm not gonna give it up because of your word. It's all about actions. You see what I'm saying? And most niggas say to me, oh yeah, I'm good, da da da, and then they be wanting me to get rid of this X, Y, and Z, but then don't talk to me the next few days, and it's just like I'm not gonna do that shit no more. I'm not. I'm not. So my thing is, that's why I tell now I go into it openly. I say this is what I'm doing. This is what I did. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure you saw me some way, shape, or form on this site, that site, da da. But I want to let you know, like this is what it is. I'm open to it once it gets there, but for right now, it is what it is because I'm damned if I do, I'm damned if I don't. So honesty is the best way.
in the world of love and relationships, as we talked about on the Kitty Box podcast,
Mhm.
and for those that had a chance to get into it, it's available on all major platforms, and
Come
we
on,
drop it
kitty
every,
box.
every Sunday, honey, at 10 p.m. Central Standard Time, 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And we just talk about, like, sometimes you have to just waiting for love, like Luther said, honey. Sometimes you got to wait on it, and just while you're in the minutia, since that's the
Mhm.
word of the year, minutia of your journey, you'll be surprised what comes at you. That's why I said you might be on set one day acting, and you may end up meeting your forever man, honey. You never know.
Listen, you know what? What I can say has changed. When I closed the chapter on my 9-year relationship completely, I never post about who I'm in a relationship with or dating. But on Instagram, like a few months back, I posted a picture of us and I said, and it was to Jasmine Sullivan's Lost One. I remember this shit. And I posted that picture and I said, I'm apologizing to you and I'm sorry for my part and my role that I played in our relationship because I was blaming him from everything. I was blaming him for everything. I wasn't taking no credibility for my part as to why he snapped out, as to why we got abusive, as to why I just never took ownership. And once I finally did that and closed that chapter out, like people was in my DMs like wanting to date me, talk to me, da da. So I feel like once I did that, like I'm getting the opportunities, but I don't see no potentials because I just feel like it's gonna be all the same shit. So
Do you? Let me ask you this question: did you ever get with the guy who we saw in the episode? We saw him twice, I believe. He came to two events, right? He came to the church.
oh, you talking about sexy chocolate.
Yeah.
We talked, but it's just like, we just on two different levels
Mm.
and we don't have as much in common as we thought we did. However, he's cool people. You know, he be chilling with Delicious like every day. So, you know, he's cool. Jody is cool. Shout out to Jody.
Okay, that's what's up then.
And it's crazy because like I normally get short men talking to me. And if it's so weird because like when I go out to the club, anybody will tell you I don't like wearing high tops. I like wearing flat shoes because I'm already tall and I want my nigga to be tall. You know what I'm saying? Because like just the short men, I mean they lack up for their height. I will say that. But I don't know.
You know,
Okay.
I know that short men for some reason they live for me, and as long as they're bringing the meat packaging plant with them, that's all I care about. Because most of them
Okay.
are packing honey.
But then too, you know, at the same time, I had to open up and not be so shallow because I remember at one point I was only talking to light skinned dudes. I wasn't talking to dark skinned dudes, da da da. But then I had to just open up and let it go. So it's like I'll talk to a thick daddy, I'll talk to a fatty daddy, you know, da da. As long as you got something that sparks my interest, and if you can get me off intellectually, then my body is a bonus.
I know that's right. What does that look like for you though? Like, give me your perfect scenario for a relationship. Do you want to get married? Do you want kids?
Oh,
Like, what
yes,
what is
yes.
it that you look for?
Okay, so you know how back in high school, like when you be like, oh, I want to get married, I want to have the kids, da da da. So I've always said that I wanted to be married by the time I was 27. I wanted to have 2 kids, and I wanted a house and 2 dogs. Never happened. However, um, I definitely want marriage, or a partner, life partner. Definitely want kids because my brother got 4, and my mama is pressuring me like, just feel the pressure. Um, my ideal guy is someone who understands me, you know what I'm saying, and who loves me and likes me for me, flaws and all. I'm not perfect. I'm not gonna come to him perfect. You see what I'm saying? But my imperfections to him is what makes me perfect. You see what I'm saying? So I definitely want a guy who's masculine. Um, you know, and like I said, just loving, who understands me, who is okay with, you know, me being in entertainment because like you said, like most people ain't with the shit. You know what I'm saying? They'll say whatever and then they want to change it. So, you know, just gotta have an open mind, spontaneous, freaky, love to travel, someone who also wants kids and marriage, you know, because I can't want this and then they don't want it, then it's a clash. So we gotta have some type of, you know, same goals, qualities, whatever. I'm open to dating Caucasian. As of lately, like it's been in my head that I just really want to date a Caucasian guy. I don't know. I just feel like I don't know. I just
There's the white man. Let me tell you something. I have been noticing too, like white men are really becoming lookers. Like, especially if I can get one that has a little business hood, you
okay.
know, like a Chet Hanks, you know what I'm
Woo!
saying? Something
Right.
like that, you
What's his
know.
name? What's that white dude name? Or Caucasian? Let me not say white. What is his name? He was on Step Up.
Ooh, Channing Tatum, honey.
Yes.
Yes, bitch.
Or even a Justin Timberlake, even though I don't know what he looking like these days. But you know,
Mm-mm.
um, I'm just been open to it. You know what I'm saying? So, Oriental, Chinese, I'm not there yet. Um, but yeah, you know.
See, the thing is with the Chinese, they don't have enough protein in their diets, and that's why their dicks are little. So I can't get with that. Now they do look cute, you know. I
Yeah.
have my favorites list on Pornhub, child, and some of them little Chinese motherfuckers be getting it down, honey. But it's
Okay.
very rare. I'll stick with black, but I don't mind dating outside. Like I love Spanish boys. Let me tell you something, honey. Some of the best dick in conversation and just the romanticness behind it. Black men are just my favorite, obviously, but it is
Yes.
kind of hard to settle down. I was talking about that earlier when I did Markel's show review, and I was
Hmm.
just like, it kind of is hard to find another black man in the community that you can see something with. And when you find that, you want to keep that shit because it's
Exactly. But it's like everybody, it's messy because it's like, okay, you may think you're talking to this person and he don't have a lot of friends or da da da, but then bitch, he got a whole shit behind him. And then too, you want to be excited to tell your friends that you found somebody, but then you hold him. It's a lot. It's a lot. And people say in Atlanta you can never date or be in a relationship, but I feel like it's everywhere. However, Atlanta is a big, just pot for the gays. So it is hard. You know what I'm saying?
right before I moved to Atlanta, they said for every woman there was like 3 men.
Mm.
And most of those men are either bisexual or they're down low, and it's just crazy. And I know the numbers have went up since I left back in 2012. So, bitch, I get it. And when I was there, I probably was with some of everybody's man and just didn't know it.
Right. And see, that's what I'm saying. And it's like it's really hard. Like I wish we could do speed dating, but due to COVID, but shit, every time you go to the club, that's like speed dating shit. So, but I was just telling my homegirl about the speed dating event I went to back in 2012? It was like 2014 and 2015, and I met an amazing dude. However, because of my stupid ass thoughts, I like let him go, and I was so mad because I'll be seeing him now at the gym, and I'll just be like damn.
What's wrong? You can't get that back? What's wrong?
I'm trying, but I think he just kind of like he like he strings me like because he told me he was like, well, you had your chance but you stopped fucking with me, and he said it in a jokingly way, but I know he was serious, and I'll just be like, damn. So no matter how hard I flirt or message him, like I just don't think we can get that back. However, I wish we can because baby, I feel so stupid. And you want to know the reason?
Tell it. And if he's watching today, this is a message to you, honey, that you are loved, honey, that Sherrod wants you back. I need you
Listen,
back as a hobby. Yes,
let me
honey.
like,
Back
let me,
food I
let me
eat.
like. So let me tell you, I am so sorry for being so stupid and just letting you slip under my radar. And the reason why is, oh, I'm so embarrassed to say, because his feet.
What's wrong with his feet?
Well, I don't know. They probably look good as fuck now, but at the time, it was just like, oh my god, like I don't know. It was just, it was stupid. I know. And so like he dropped me off the next day, and like yeah, and I just didn't have the same feelings that I did.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Finish real quick, and then I'm going to answer a question in the chat.
Yeah, like so if you're watching this, I'm so sorry that I was shallow, dumb, not just stupid for that stupid reason for not talking to you because of something that was just ugh. However, I can't wait to see you again because when I do, whether it be at the gym, compound, I'm gonna see you.
Child making love connections over here at YB Entertainment TV, honey. I hope he gets the message, honey.
Because if you would have saw us together, like you would have been like, oh my god, like y'all are, and he a Libra too. Now I don't date Libras like that, you know what I'm saying? But I think we good because we know each other. We got to have a balance because they say Gemini's are our perfect match, but them motherfuckers is crazy. So you know.
Okay,
But
we have a question in the chat real quick I want to answer.
Ryan, if you listening, Ryan, hey.
Oh, not his name, child, Ryan. We are out here, honey. We are trying to get you back with your long lost love, honey. Sherrod SDOT is ready to commit, honey, and cater to you, honey. Because, baby, this is your day. Anything for my man, I better wash me away.
He probably could, and the thing about it is he not in entertainment. He works like blue collar, like he is very professional. So I feel like that is my match. You know what I'm saying? That is my opposite. That is somebody who could talk to me, calm me down when I've been through the stress of it. Like that's a prime example.
Mm. So I want to answer this question in the chat real quick. Joe D, welcome to the platform. He asked the question: is it gay if he lets a man top him? I want to answer this just real quick. So you're obviously a straight man because the way you put the question is you. In my experience, this is what I tell a lot of people. It's not gay to me is accepting and coming out of the closet, being your authentic true self. To me, it's not a gay act if you're just experimenting sexually. And if you just so happen to like it, I do not call that gay. Because if you look at the ancient Romans, the ancient Egyptians, even a lot of tribes in Africa, there's a lot of same sexual situations going on, but you're not considered gay. You know what I'm saying? Like, gay is a whole different world. Sex to me is just sex. That's just how I look. Sherrod, what's your opinion?
I felt like I agree with you. Like, sex is sex, whether it's from a man or a female. Because at the end of the day, once y'all bust that nut, it's like, okay, you know what I'm saying? It's definitely. Would you say being gay is like a category? Like it's a certain category?
I mean, unfortunately, because of the historical foundation of just life. Period. We're always in a box. We didn't put ourselves in these boxes. Society and history has put us in these boxes. So yes, we are, in my opinion, in a category. But I also want to truly believe that we're just living who we're supposed to be.
Right.
At the end of the day.
I don't know, and that goes down to like, oh, were you born gay? Da da da. I was born human. It just so happens that I just like what I like. You know what I'm saying? And for that guy who wrote that question, like, I mean, don't think of it like that, or don't think of it too deep. Just, if you want to fuck that person, fuck them.
I mean, and let me tell you, it may have a good time because from my experience alone, niggas tell me all the time we do a lot of things, very well.
Okay.
So if you're just doing it for the based on an experience, I would, child, go ahead and live your life. If that's what you want to do, have fun. Don't nobody need to be in your business.
Because nobody knows how to please you other than you. So, you know what I'm saying? If like, because men, we know how we want to be pleased. And so I think that's why dudes fuck around with other dudes, because they know. Like, we know what we like. Niggas can walk around like they don't want their ass ate, but shit, they know somebody who gonna eat it and do it well, or suck. You know what I'm saying? So and just like women know how they want to be pleased, and other women can fulfill that. So it's the same with men. But it's these labels that be fucking people up. Oh, you gay. Oh, you lesbian. Da da da. Oh, you panty. Man, I like what I like. And that's that. If I want to eat some coochie, if I want to eat some ass, suck some dick, whatever, let me do that. It's a body part. Period. So, yes. But do you have any questions for me, love?
I think we had a wonderful, impromptu kind of conversation. I love, again, not everything needs to be about a G status or a show, whatever. Just sitting down, getting to know people, and just the relatability of it all. I'm always down for that kind of stuff. So I appreciate you coming on and opening up and, being vulnerable and letting me ride.
That's always never gonna change, because I didn't mean to cut you off, but it's just like I said, like I see, like when I go hard, it's because I care and I love. So evidently it was something that I seen in you from years ago, that I was like, I want to get to know this person. I want to know him, or hell, I want him to give me an interview so we can get to know. You know what I'm saying? So it's all, I see something in people all the time, and I try to build those bonds and those relationships, because you never know. You never know. And look at you now, or look at us now. You see what I'm saying? So
take a look at us now.
Started from the bottom, now we hit.
Amen.
It's like with Imani, like, who knew that night that we had that conversation? Because I had just interviewed with her, with Raheem, with the whole movie situation, and she was like, "Yeah, just reach out to me." Da da. And that following week, I had reached out to her and I just wanted to talk to her just to open up about some shit. And that conversation is still one of her top conversations, and it just changed both of our lives. And I'm always appreciative for that. So you never know, you know what I'm saying? And I just want to say thank you for still riding with me, rocking with me, telling me the truth, even when I don't want to hear it. I love you.
Well, we just want to see good things for everybody, especially if we see something in you that deserves that kind of time and energy and thought to put in. And that's what I always try to do over here, at least, is make people feel comfortable, but also having that understanding that we're all human, we all make mistakes, we
Right.
all, no matter what level of life you're at, there's always something new to learn. And the only way you can do that is having open, conversations with people.
Absolutely right. And so I'm definitely taking everything you said, and I'm going to manifest and just really work on not letting shit bother me and get 38 hot. Like I'm really, really, really trying to work on that. You know what I'm saying? Even in therapy, I told my therapist, I'm like, yo, this shit still gets to me. Like it still bothers me. And it's more so just the disrespectfulness of it. It's not what they say. It's just like, well, I mean, I guess it is, but it's just like, it's just crazy. So I'm definitely gonna work on it my hardest. And yeah, I'll be back with a good report after this weekend. I'll let you know what's going on, how it went.
All right, that's what's up. As always, thank you so much.
Yes, yes. Love you. Have a good day.
Love you too, boo.
I'm
Have a
out
good
of here.
Take care. Bye. All right, Joe D. Let's get on your motherfucking ass real quick, shall we? So we have a question, and we're gonna get this question answered real quick. First of all, Joe D, I understand you probably a hood country nigga, so spelling may not be your forte, and that's perfectly fine. We're not here to judge you, honey. We're here to get you the answers in which that you seek. And I'm the perfect person to come to about this, in my opinion, in my chat too, because we don't judge motherfuckers. We might laugh and kiki and have question marks, but bitch, we get through the minutia, okay? Now, Joe D said, he wanted the original question was, first of all, shout out to Sherrod. Thanks for coming on, and having the conversation. That was very impromptu, very last minute. But nonetheless, I'm always appreciative of people that want to come on and share their thoughts, their stories, their experiences, things of that nature. So thank you so much. So back to Joe D, honey. So basically, Joe D is struggling. I guess he says there's a guy at his job, honey. Oh, you know what? You're absolutely right too. I forgot about that. Yeah, they do delete certain words. Okay, so we know that you're we know that you're not the hooked on phonics. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Okay. Let's get to the minutia, honey. So basically, there's this guy at your job, a gay dude at your job that's been eyeing your print. Let me tell you, this is a public service announcements for niggas with print. We will look. That's just how it is. Gay, straight, black, yellow, white. Your print is precious in our sight. Amen. Hallelujah, bitch. Let me bring the microphone closer. Okay. That's just how it is. It's in your nature as a straight man to look at fat ass booty and titties and pussy prints and shit like that. It's in our nature to look at the things that we like. So look at it as a compliment, because if a nigga is staring at you, that means he finds you attractive, or the print is everything. You could be one of those niggas that don't get looked at. I always tell men, don't be offended when another man says that you look good, or you may get the vibe that he's digging you. Don't look at that as a sign of disrespect. If another man finds you interesting, that's a good thing. Okay? Now, if they cross the line and you're not really with that shit, now that's disrespectful, and of course, handle your motherfucking business. You know what I'm saying? Especially in the days of coronavirus where bitches need to be 6 feet. Okay? But I don't think there's nothing wrong with having an experience. If you want to go ahead and go into the bathroom with that dude and let him suck you off, guess what you can do? If you've never had that experience before, if you don't like it, you don't have to do it again. I always tell people, don't knock it till you try it. Have fun, live in the experience. You know what I'm saying? That doesn't necessarily make you gay. And don't to me, a sexual act can't turn nobody. That's what I hated about the 90s and 2000s and even now. People assume because you're involved sexually with the man that they're turning. The gays are turning our men. We can't turn nothing, honey. We don't have that kind of power. Sex doesn't turn someone. You have some people that use that terminology by saying, you trying to turn me out with that good ass head or that good ass boy pussy. No, I can't turn you out because if you're not gay, if you're not innately gay, then there's nothing to turn. In my opinion, you're just enjoying, you're just like Woodstock. Like, people weren't judging people back then for free love. Well, they were actually, because they were beaten and oppressed and dragged through the streets, child. So, and some were deemed as witches and burned at the stake, honey. But so I'm trying to inspire confidence, but you live your life and have fun with it. You only get one. Why not? You're here now and you're questioning it, so you might as well just do it and get it over with. And if you like it, then continue on your path. Don't look so much into being branded as a gay guy or a homosexual or a bisexual. Like, all of these boxes, all of these categories, yes, they've been there for eons. And yes, even myself, I identify with these boxes and these so-called fucked up labels. But deep down inside, like, I don't have a label for myself. I'm just being me. This is how I was born. And through life, you have experiences that sometimes may alter the way you think about things. And pleasure is something I will never deny myself. If something makes me feel good, I'm going to fucking do it. Hello, God. Don't be bounded by these so-called rules of society. Don't be bounded by the fuckery and the ineptitude and the sadness of a raggedy-ass people. You know what I'm saying? We need to free ourselves from that psychological bondage, because it's not right. It's not okay. But we will make it anyway, in the words of Whitney Houston. Hallelujah, bitch. Okay? So I hope that answers your question, Jodine. I hope that, again, whatever you do, be mindful. Now, be careful. Is this queen, is this gay dude, because you say he gay, that means you know that he's gay. So he's probably a queen. Is this queen known for telling the business? And you just said it right here. A girl had to tell me he was making a pass. Well, if the fish know about it, then it's fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Like, a long time ago, when I was a young warthog, yes, God, honey, I'll share an experience with you. When I was about 15 or 16, I worked at a movie theater. And the cook in the background, because that's how high class we do down here in Florida, honey. The cook, bitch. Okay. Well, really, we were just throwing shit in a big ass microwave oven or whatever. But bitch, the position was called cook. Okay. And he was fine as fuck, and he was hood as a motherfucker. He was from one of the most dangerous ghettos around. You know what I'm saying? This man had gold teeth tattoos, been to prison. This bitch didn't give a fuck. And I was literally like 15, 16. He was probably like 21, 22, probably a little bit older. Child, let me tell you, no lie. We used to have such a good time. We used to kick the shit. He thought I was cool. I thought he was cool as fuck. We used to go on our break and smoke cigarettes and talk shit. And it was a good dynamic. And eventually I started to kind of catch some feelings, but not real feelings. It was really just lust. But bitch, when you're a teenager, everything to you is emotional, not realizing all you need to do is just bust this nut off real quick, and you'll get right back to your senses, in the words of Lil Wayne. Hello, God. So, honey, one day I was just like, fuck this. I'm finna get this nigga. So, bitch, I approached him, and I was like, hey, what's good? And he was like, what's up, man? How you doing today? And I was like, I'm good. And I was like, I'll be better. I'm going to tell you something. And he was like, what? And I was like, well, I really don't want you to get mad, and I really don't want this to fuck up our friendship. He was like, man, what you want? What do you want to tell me? You know we're cool. You can tell me anything. And so I told him straight up, I was like, well, we both go on break in 30 minutes, and it's daytime, so the movie theater wasn't busy during that time period. And right around the corner from the concession stand was a family restroom, where there was nobody, once you're in there, you lock the door, can't nobody else get in there. It wasn't like, the bigger ones. So I looked at his ass and I was like, well, we go on break. I said, I'm just going to keep it real with you. You fine as fuck and you're my type. But to be honest with you, I just want to suck your dick. Bitch. Bitch, when I was so scared, he looked at me for like, what felt like forever, bitch. I thought winter was coming. The Night King was about to pop out of nowhere, bitch. Girl, Jakaris, all of that shit. Like, I really thought, like, this was going to be the battle of the bastards, okay? And, girl, when he looked at me and he was like, damn, he was like, for real? And I was like, yes. I said, I will eat the shit out of your dick, bitch. He was just so fine. Like, he was everything, girl. But I knew he was dangerous, too. But I didn't. When you're young, you don't give a fuck. He ain't going to beat up a kid, right? And that motherfucker looked at me and he was like, well, I appreciate you for being honest, because most punks, they beat around the bush and they play too goddamn much. He was like, but I've never been approached like this before. Can I take a minute to think about it? And I was like, hey, take all the time you need, honey, especially if you're leaning towards a yes. At least I didn't get slung across this goddamn microwave oven situation, honey. At least my head wasn't pushed into the fryer, bitch. At least that I didn't get my ass beat and drugged through the streets, okay? At least I didn't get, like, cussed the fuck out. Bitch, you actually needed a minute to think about it. So, bitch, I said, okay, I'm not going to pressure him. Let me go back here and prepare myself. Hello, God. I'm not to get fucked, obviously. I wasn't taking dick that young. But, bitch, I'm telling you no lie. By the time our break came around and we were clocking out to go on break, he was like, all right. I was like, for real? He was like, he walked in the bathroom first. I walked in there and I served his motherfucking ass, bitch, like he was a king, bitch. Let me tell you something. I served. And we had a nice little fling going on for a while until I ended up getting fired from that job later on down the road for other shit. Mm-hmm. That story, child, I love that story. I had balls back then, honey, because I was not scared. And then eventually, like, that went on for a little while. I had a lot of fun with him. So, yes, but I hope, that helped you out, Jody. Live in the experience, child. Have fun. If you like it, we love it, honey. Just keep your business to yourself and tell that punk, again, make sure he's not a talking ass motherfucker. Spend your time before you allow him the opportunity to get on his knees and to serve you. Thanks, honey. You need to evaluate his behaviors. You need to get to, is he a talking ass motherfucker? Is he going to try to video record you? Is he going to try to put your business out on Front Street? You know what I'm saying? So be mindful. Be careful, because you don't want one of those situations happening, especially if that's not something you're trying to do. You just trying to get some head real quick, child. Ain't nothing wrong with that, okay? But you ain't trying to get exposed. I hear that, okay? Exactly. I never understood why people are so obsessed with what the next person doing in their bedroom and why folks themselves are so hung on how they'll be perceived. Yeah, child, it's a mess. It's a mess, but unfortunately, it's the society we live in. And if that was the case, Donald Trump wouldn't even have a chance to have been president to begin with, if we really cared about, perception. A girl had to tell me he was making a pass. Okay, thanks. You're welcome. John Before laugh. I know you be just dying over here listening to this shit. Dion said, never fool around with a gay you see gossiping with women. Don't trust it if you're trying to keep your business up. That's exactly what I just said. Thank you, Dion. LP Lurkin, yes, you tell it to many people worried about what the person down the road is going to say. Yeah. But Dion's right, too. If the girl told you that, that means he's been talking to homegirl. And are you fine? Are you still with us in here? Because I'm about to get off of here in a minute, but I would like to know, are you fine? Are you cute? Would you consider yourself to be a looker? And if that's the case, be mindful, because Fish probably had her eye on you too. So if you do something with him, he's probably going to tell her, and then that bitch is going to tell everybody else out of being jealous, out of being a hateful, spiteful bitch. Young Rich is Christian Taylor. Now, weren't you already told about smoking a cigarette live, YB? Sure was. I sure was. And smoking cigarettes in my trap house. All of that good stuff. And let's smoke another one. Hello, Jesus. How about another one? In the words of Biggie Smalls, honey. Young Rich Skinny Dog .org says, y'all, Biden is winning, and if Trump gets his wishes and stop votes, Biden won. Well, from what I'm hearing, Biden is doing really well. So I'm here for it. So let's hope that Biden really does win. I need my $1,200, bitch. Okay, I don't know about y'all, but I need stimulus or stimuli. I need stimuli. I need stimulus, bitch. I'm in. What the fuck? That's all, bitch. And not the 1,200. Let the Democrats take over the seat. Did they win the Senate? If that's the case, then girl, y'all can go ahead and be pushing through this shit. Let's go ahead and get to it, honey. Because, bitch, we need more money than 1,200 any goddamn way. That's why I'm willing to wait a little bit because, bitch, let them come to the drawing board and say, girl, we're going to give y'all a little bit more money. Okay? Because, bitch, I'm in need of some stimuli. Okay? Shit. Yeah, they say the girls are unprofessional when they smoke cigarettes doing interviews and conversating with people. But, girl, whatever. Bitch, when it's your platform, you can do what the fuck you want to do. When you have a platform, you can do what the fuck you want to do. A to the means. Okay? But yes, God, honey, we are at a standstill with everything. The House, the Senate, the President, we don't know nothing. We should know by Friday, hopefully. They still have a lot of, because this is an unprecedented year due to the fact that we had a pandemic. We currently have a pandemic, excuse me, bitch. So people that would normally get out and vote, because, they count the votes first that were done at the station houses. So if you went to a voting poll place, they count those first normally. Shout out to Captivating Christian, by the way, another content creator. I was in his live last night. He was giving updates on, what was going on. And I learned a lot from him. So apparently they count the poll votes first, and then everyone that did absentee ballots and mail-in ballots, those come later. So there's a lot to get through, and that's mostly due to because of the damn. That's how I know I'm getting tired. Child, start skipping over my words. Mostly due to the pandemic, a lot of votes were done at home, so they have to go through all that. They have to sort through all of that shit. So fingers crossed, bitch. Okay. Fingers crossed. Okay. You ain't getting no stimulus that messed up Senate we got. I need something. Something's going to have to happen. Or I'm going to have to start selling a kidney or well, that don't nobody want these damn organs. So they smoked out. Brianna said, okay, but they keep saying the stimulus is a loan against our tax refunds. So I think tax season is going to be a disaster because no one knows what the fuck is really going on. That rumor was dispelled. It's not, it's going to be like a tax credit that they're just going to put in there. I don't think it's going to affect our taxes, but don't hold me to it. I'm not a tax professional. Also, we have to see what's going to be written into the tax law. Normally that's done around this time. December is when we usually find out what has been revised, what's been, the changes to the tax laws. So let's just do our best to pay attention to how that goes and also talk to your tax preparer and a professional who knows what they're talking about and get their advice. I woke up so sad. This is real life, child. I know. Deshaun Jenkins, welcome. How are you? Good morning. Yes, child. Trump is having a meltdown on Twitter. I bet he's always having a meltdown. Fingers and toes crossed. Hello, Foy. I know that's right. What I don't like is that, we promised, he did promise a peaceful transition of power if he so happens to lose the election. And we see that a decision has yet to be made about the next president of these yet to be United States of America, in the words of El Teddy, honey, okay? Yet to be United States of America, because we ain't been united ever, bitch. We're the most divided, united country ever, girl. And that's an oxy-fucking-moron for your ass, bitch. So, we got time. We just got to see what's going to happen, y'all. At this point, we've done our part as voters. We've done our part. We just gotta let God take it where it's gonna land, okay? I'm here for the meltdowns for a new president. Bye, Pumpkin. Okay, for real. The sheer numbers just baffles me so much. Like if minorities left the country, these folks wouldn't know what to do. They wouldn't have nothing. That's true. That's why in the beginning of all of this Trump shit, I kept saying to people, if we as a community, as a race, as a culture, decided to just stop everything, no working, no paying tax, no nothing, these people within the first week would have no choice but to rewrite laws and to create laws, bitch, that benefit and protect black people and people of color. Plain and simple. But we ain't ready for that yet. And honestly, I ain't either, because I need some type of stimulus. Because, girl, regardless if a revolution is going on or not, they will evict your ass for non-payment of rent, girl. Okay? They will collect your car for non-payment of motherfucking said car note, bitch. Okay? They will get your ass. They will cut your lights off, girl. We've already seen that. They don't give a shit about a pandemic. They don't give a fuck about an illness or a loss of job. They don't care that the world is plundering into the darkness. They will still cut your shit the fuck off. Okay? But now, if all of us really did it, then I'd be down for it. So full of anxiety. Child, take a deep breath. We've done our part. Don't let it get you, child. We've done our part. I got 4 kids and 2 in school, so I got hella tax credit, laugh out loud, but my donations don't count anymore, I think. Child, when they took away the donation tax, when they took away the goddamn itemized deduction, because that's how I was getting my money. I think I said this yesterday. I was getting my coin through the itemized deductions. Okay, that's what was helping a bitch get a nice tax return. Because my niece ended up getting turning 18, so I couldn't claim her no more, child. They don't give you no money for the kids no more after they reach. I think it's after like 16 or something like that. You don't get no damn money no more, really. They give it to you, but you don't get the full child tax credit. Yes, honey. LB lurking, get the devil out. Okay, shake the devil off. Get that bitch out of here, you orange raggedy whore. Right, we did all we can do. Amen. I think there's going to be a vast amount of people coming through that have probably never voted for before, and I'm here for it. With this dumb Tony the Tiger looking ass. Okay. Can we have a virtual Trump is over party with the Justice League when he loses? Child, that would be wonderful. Bring the confetti. I'll bring the virtual cookies. Well, they're going to be real cookies. I'm just going to be the only one to eat them. Do you think we will have a decision by today? I don't think so. You're talking about millions of ballots that haven't been counted yet, and all of these are done by hand. So more than likely Friday, and not just the presidential race is being stalled because of uncounted ballots. We're talking about a lot of other races, gubernatorial races, mayors, Senate seats, I believe, House of Representatives. We have a lot to run through, child. So probably by Friday, we'll have an accurate count. I feel like I'm walking around holding my breath. It just eat me up how radically this affects us and how it doesn't after the pink people in prosperity at all. Yes, child, I get what you're saying. Mm-hmm. But we can't do nothing. We did our part. We voted. Misbehaving, how are you? Welcome to the platform. How are you? Welcome to the channel, baby. Most blacks do not qualify for the big tax breaks that Republicans get. I wish our people would wake the fuck up. Back to the bushes. Thank you so much for jumping out the bushes and saying your piece. I appreciate it. You're absolutely correct in what you're saying. That's very true. The thing about it is, though, black people, we don't even hit a certain income median. Imagine if we made $60,000, $70,000, $80,000 a year. We wouldn't even need to rely on a tax return every fucking year. If y'all paid us what the fuck we were worth. You feel what I'm saying? Like, come up off that motherfucking money, bitch. We already know that African Americans are paid less than their white counterparts in their job spaces. We already know that. And the same is said for women and black women, period. Okay? So if we all made a substantial salary, bitch, with full benefits, like I feel like all the jobs should, because bitch, there's stress everywhere you go. Whether you're at McDonald's, bitch, whether you're a dog groomer, bitch, whether you're a fucking babysitter, bitch, like we all need paid time off. We all deserve vacation hours. We all deserve medical, since it's required any goddamn way, bitch. Why aren't we getting free health care? You know what I'm saying? Like, bitch, like, it's just this country has a history of being some greedy, raggedy bitches. And if you don't have the coin, you don't exist to them. If you don't have that generational wealth, these people aren't focused on you. All the tax breaks go to the 1%. That's why they're rallying so hard for Trump. All of the big tax breaks go to the people who, if you don't, girl, that's why I tell people, get you a nonprofit, get you a church or something, get you something where your taxes aren't really looked at all, really. I'm all for it, like 50 Cent said, but I don't believe in what he believes in by voting for Trump. But I believe what these people are saying. If you done made your money, hello, God, you done making money and shit like that, and these niggas want to, these crackers, not niggas, these crackers want to tax you all the fucking time, it's going to be hard for you. Like, I do pretty well at my job, right? But I live check to check. But from the taxes, if they didn't take out so much fucking taxes, I actually would live way more comfortable than what I do. I wouldn't be a check to check every month, every 2 week type of bitch. I'd actually be able to save money, you know. And we put taxes into a system that really funnels those taxes into organizations and situations that only want to kill our black ass. Okay, isn't that funny? This race is so close. Just tells me one thing: racists are still running rampant. Look at what happened to Homegirl, out in, was it California or some shit, where she was surrounded by racist Trump supporters, and she was recording. They wanted to fight her. They were trying to keep her from her vote. Like, this is real shit, people, and this is why I believe in strapping the fuck up. Because it couldn't have been me. Because I would have released fire all of them. She was approached by old ass men, old ass, fucking country ass, trailer park looking bitches. Like, y'all are worried about the wrong thing. You need to get that meth mouth taken care of, bitch, in those motherfucking permanent pregnant swollen feet of yours, and get your ass back to the trailer park that you crawled out from, you raggedy bitches. And it's always those people who Trump really hasn't done anything for. The only group that Trump has done anything for is the rich and powerful, when you really think about it. So all of these people that are dangerously running through the streets, trying to hurt black people, trying to do voter suppression, trying their best to go up for a man who don't even know you or give a fuck about you. No matter the decision, Trump is going to challenge the Supreme Court that he created. I mean, he can try, but the Supreme Court also understands that they have no choice but to go by the laws of the land. That's what I love about the Supreme Court. No matter how hateful those bitches are, no matter how racist or their personal opinions, they have no choice but to go based on what the law says. So even if they wanted to agree with him, if it's in the law, they can't. He'll be all right. He's just scared of being locked up because there's warrants for his arrest, honey. He's scared. Once January comes, inauguration time comes, and the baton has been passed to Joe Biden and Kamala Harris, he will be going to jail, bitch. Goodbye, honey. Good riddance. Some places didn't even have early voting. Some instances, most include the Postal Service playing games with the mail-in ballots. That's true too. I voted by mail, but that's where we gotta speak up. If we the people truly say this is not the president that we voted for, and we suspect bullshit, we can open up our own. We can do a whole class action lawsuit against all of that shit. There are laws that also protect it from that, but we don't know about that kind of stuff. No one's out here trying to educate the people. We are a democracy, which means the people rule. Why don't we get that through our heads sometimes? What I gathered from this whole election is a majority of this country is racist and bigoted in so many ways. Shaking my head, it's sad. Anybody who agrees, I don't care if you agree with his business plans. I don't give a fuck if you agree with his tax laws. The fact that you agree with a man who doesn't condemn white supremacy and in fact actually supports them, who has not came out on the heels of a lot of black men and women and children being gunned down this year alone during the election season, that should let you know right then and there he's an evil, sorry, raggedy bitch. And the fact that you voted for him lets me know that you think along the lines of him as well. So yeah, don't forgive us because we know you're some racist ass bitches. Again, like sometimes you are who you hang around, right? Amen. I got a family right now quarantined together arguing who's going to be the president while voting for different sides. To be a fly on that wall, shaking my head. Child, I'm telling you, as we slay. I'm telling you, honey. That's the thing. You can't qualify for fewer taxes unless you get a certain tax bracket. Poor people aren't paying less taxes. That's true. That's very true. And it's fucked up. Exactly. They haven't benefited from his ass at all. Rosalina, hello. Good morning. How are you? I noticed that these hick ignorant boondocks, white people, are the ones with his sign in their yards. And I'm child. You're absolutely right. Go ahead and have him in your yards. What is he doing for you? He wants to cut Social Security. He wants to fuck everybody, right? He wants, bitch, no free health care. He wants us to pay for basically everything. So don't you think rich people should also think to themselves, like, girl, I'm going to be coming out of pocket too? The middle class, the poor, like, we're all fucked here. I'm going to get off of here in a minute, y'all. Which is why I don't understand why white people racists support Trump. Trump likes, though, because those people have nothing to lose and can do his real dirty work. Okay, yeah, basically true. And if he does win, are you going to have an actual cabinet? I don't think people are aware that Trump is one of the first presidents to never definitely assign positions to his cabinet. Those people that work with him, those are interim positions. So I wonder, okay, let's say you do win, are you going to assign a cabinet? And I feel like the only reason he did it this way is that so he can, if he doesn't like the way you think, or if you don't agree with him, it's easier to fire you. I wish an old white man or woman would, period. Okay, period. Hallelujah. The white people in urban, gentrified, or downtown areas are with the knowledge and got some sense. Yeah, I agree with that too. They're not all a bunch of raggedy racist bastards and not preventing this epidemic from spreading. I mean, seriously. We can send a man to the moon. We actually have SpaceX or whatever that shit's called. You're going to be sending the girls to Mars and all this shit. But we can't figure out voter registration, voter ballots. We can't figure that shit out after all of these goddamn years, girl. And I'm sick of the electoral college situation. Bitch, the people vote. Let them vote individually. Stop this electoral college bullshit. Even when it does benefit the Democrats. I just say stop it all. It's all fucked up. I don't understand how the hell he was put in the White House from the jump, especially when you know he has been linked to Jeffrey Epstein. And I know I'm beating that horse, but to me, to know that your president has had filthy experiences with children and has beaten children, raped children, pissed on them, shitted on them, have done these things and have proof and receipts, that's disgusting to me. And that goes to show that America doesn't give a fuck about nothing. Ain't no cabinet because he's running a damn temp agency. Okay, isn't he? Joe D, here you go with this again, honey. Dion Tigney, he has a lot of friends at work, especially women. Well, maybe you don't need to do it with him then. If you are interested in letting the guy suck your dick, then maybe need to be somebody you don't know or someone you work with. Because I guarantee you, something tells me if you go through with this Joe D, your motherfucking ass is going to be exposed. Are you a dangerous man? Do you come off like a dangerous man? I hate to like judge you like that. Are you white, black? Like, can you let me know some things, honey? Okay? Because if you're a dangerous hood nigga, then you press down on his motherfucking ass and shake him and let his cup run it over with fear, bitch. And you let him know. Because I had a trade one time, a long time ago, tell me after, like, right before, during, and after, if I ever said a goddamn thing, he was going to kill me, bitch. He was going to hunt me down and kill me. And I believed every word. Every fucking word. So maybe if you really are trying to fuck this boy's throat, okay, God, you need to make it very clear to him if he says anything to somebody, he's getting fucked up. And I hate to perpetuate that fuck shit because that's how a lot of us get fucked up. But I think you need to be very clear. Or go on one of these little apps and find someone that don't know you from a can of paint and get the experience handled that way. But I get it though. It may only be him you may be interested in. Because obviously you're interested because you keep coming right back to it, honey. Yes, God. Okay. And ain't nothing wrong with that. You're not being judged. Live your life. Nothing made sense like, oh, Joe Biden broke the record for the most ever popular votes today in history. Electoral college can go to hell, really. Okay, yes, God. Nothing made sense last time, and I'm seeing it again today. Why is the race closed after this man is impeached? I'm just saying, though, thank you so much, Rosalina. That is so true. I didn't know impeached people can continue politics. They have me stumped because he is technically legally impeached. They just haven't been able to dethrone him. I had a trade tell me that too. Girl, they just not worth it. Laugh a lot. So, Jed, let me tell you. Because some of these niggas, you be like, oh, you just playing. But there's those other niggas that look like they will murder you in your sleep, bitch. I've literally have came home one time and a nigga was in my home. Like, who you been talking to about our business? Nobody. Oh, I'm just checking. Now get on your knees and suck this dick. Yes! Yes! Bitch. Okay. Like, yes, I'm in fear, but my knees got so weak and I just, I tried hard to fight it. There was no way that I could deny it, honey. It love's so good. Yes, honey. Oh, bitch, I had a nigga write my name on a bullet, bitch. I remember his name and his face, but I never met him a day in my life. I'm telling y'all, they out there crazy ass nigga shit. They are out there. Christian Taylor, you know, I just be Christian Taylor, you're always trying to protect me, and I appreciate it, baby. Christian, YB style, laugh out loud. You deserve to be treated better than that. Yes, I know. I've grown. When I talk like that, I talk about my experiences. You know, I've grown through all of that now. That's why I'm comfortable enough, you know, speaking on them to you guys. You know what I mean? Yes, God. Yes. Impeached means he was charged with the crimes. The House and Senate had to take extra steps for a conviction. Yep. Sound off? What do you mean? Or does sound off mean you're leaving, or is my sound off? Is my sound off? Is my sound good? Is my sound good? Okay. I don't know what was going on. Can you hear me? Okay. Can you hear me? Okay. But yeah, I'm gonna smoke this cigarette real quick, and then I'm gonna jump up off of here. Um, yes, y'all. This was really good. I really like this. I really enjoyed these kinds of, you know, sit downs and conversations. Really cute, really tea. Joe D, if interested, you know, make sure you're staying tuned. If you want to know more about our world, if you know, I don't know what your situation is or what's going on in your head, but you know, I have a bunch of straight people that watch my channel all the time. This is a judgment-free zone, A to the men, and I have a situation every Sunday called the Yes God Roundtable. Basically, it's a space that I created, me and my fellow co-host, the Cats Meow. We just, you know, bring togetherness, community, having a conversation, all of that good stuff, and in order to build bridges of unity within our community. So, you know, it seems like you're not, you know, you don't hate us, because obviously if you did, you wouldn't be here. I'm the gayest bitch alive, probably. Okay. So, I appreciate you, being willing to come through and do that. So if you want to sit in the bushes and, learn a couple of things, or sit down and hear stories being told, we have a good time. It's sometimes it can be trashy, but most of the time it's very classy. Okay. Hello, God. You social. What does that mean? You social. But yes, honey, this was good. I really enjoyed this. Yes to the God. Again, guys, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share. Also, hit the notification bell. That way, you're updated each and every time I'm uploading something new. Um, all the fellow content creators that were in the building today. Shout out to Giving You the Real Tea. Shout out to Really BTV. Shout out to Hermit. Shout out to everyone that came through. Cats Meow. Yes to the God. Again, y'all, I cannot stress the Kitty Box enough. Make sure you're getting into it. It's available on all streaming platforms, honey. All streaming platforms. Also, follow the IG page at the Kitty Box Podcast. Okay. Yes, God. I appreciate Belize. You've been a wonderful moderator. You've been handling the business, girl, and I really appreciate it. I know you're probably back at work or doing something busy right now, but I do want to say I appreciate you, baby. Damn it, I missed it. We'll rewatch. Okay, I have a lot of videos for y'all today. Okay, Miss Trish, I have a lot. This one, the one I just did with Lovers and Friends, with Markel coming on and speaking. I also have at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I have my review of the Hot Boys season 1, episode 2. That will be coming out at 12 p.m. today. That's a pre-recorded one, so I'll be asleep when that comes out. Actually, that's in less than an hour, so I should be asleep. So y'all have y'all love with me today, honey. 3 videos today. 3. Hello, God. Okay, get into it. But yeah, guys, I'm gonna get up out of here. I appreciate you guys so much. I love y'all. Again, we content creators are nothing without your guys' love and support. So again, thank you from the bottom of my heart. And yeah, that's it. So again, guys, be blessed and never stressed, and you guys enjoy your day. And again, let the stress fall. Let the stress fall, child. We can only do what we can do. And even if that raggedy orange bitch is still the president, we got to continue to live our life at the end of the day. And understanding that the presidency doesn't really hold as much power as people give weight to. The most powerful people are the Senate, the House of Representatives, your local politicians, and your city and state and all that situation and all that shit. Okay, so it's not a bad day. It just looks that way. Okay. All right, guys, I'm out of here. You guys take care. Bye bye. I love you. Be blessed and never stressed.